The dangers associated with using tobacco products are widely known in the United States thanks to the launch of the Tobacco Control Communications in 1967. However, many are still unaware of the dangers associated with secondhand smoke and third-hand smoke. Hello, and welcome to the Portland Open Bible Pantry Tobacco Education class. Today we're going to go over what secondhand and third-hand smoke are, the dangers of each, how to prevent and minimize harm, and common misconceptions. Let's begin with secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke exposure happens when people breathe in smoke breathed out by people who smoke or from breathing in the fumes from burning tobacco products like cigarettes, cigars, hookahs, or pipes. Most people are exposed to secondhand smoke in their homes or their jobs. People may also be exposed to secondhand smoke in public places like bars, restaurants, and casinos. People are more likely to be exposed to secondhand smoke if they live in a multi-unit housing facility, like apartment buildings with many homes next to one another in the same place. Even when no one in the house smokes, secondhand smoke can drift from other units, including via hallways, stairwells, and ventilation systems. It's important to know that there's no safe level of exposure to secondhand smoke. Even a few minutes of exposure can cause serious health problems. Studies have shown that damage from secondhand smoke occurs in as little as 5 minutes. There are more than 7,000 chemicals in commercial tobacco smoke, including hundreds of chemicals that are toxic and about 70 that can cause cancer. In addition to cancer, secondhand smoke can cause coronary heart disease, stroke, and lung cancer. Infants and young children are especially vulnerable to secondhand smoke, and exposure of even 5 minutes can cause sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS, acute respiratory infections such as pneumonia and bronchitis, middle ear disease, more frequent and severe asthma, respiratory symptoms, and slowed lung growth. Luckily, the harm caused by secondhand smoke is preventable. Eliminating smoking is the only way to fully protect people from secondhand smoke exposure. Open windows and air filters don't remove all secondhand smoke, but they may help a little by lowering some of the toxins found in burning tobacco. Know that it's okay to ask people not to smoke in your car or in your home to protect the health of yourself and your loved ones. Now that we have a good understanding of secondhand smoke, let's jump into third-hand smoke. Third-hand smoke is when you're exposed to items that have been around smoked tobacco. This can include clothing, carpeting, bedding, furniture, walls, and cars. The chemicals from the tobacco settle into these surfaces and then build up over time, increasing the toxic chemical levels on these surfaces. The dangers of third-hand smoke are similar to those of second-hand smoke. The toxic chemicals in third-hand smoke disrupts multiple steps in cell reproduction, causing issues with new cells. The potential effect of this is broad, ranging from impaired sleep, from decreased melatonin, impaired wound healing, infertility, and cancer. Airing out rooms, using air filters, or even having the smoker smoke outside does not remove third-hand smoke completely. Even household cleaners cannot remove the chemicals from hard surfaces effectively. The only way to protect yourself from the harms of third-hand smoke is by avoiding homes, cars, and clothing of smokers. You can reduce your risk of exposure by not taking hand-me-downs from smoking homes, regularly washing bedding and wiping down hard surfaces, and when moving to a new home, ask questions about the previous residents and their smoking habits. Now, let's dive into some myths around secondhand and third-hand smoke. Myth number 1. Secondhand smoke may bother people, but it isn't dangerous. Fact. The truth is that tens of thousands of non-smokers die every year from breathing others' secondhand smoke. When you smoke at work, home, or at a restaurant, everyone there breathes poisons. It is not healthy to breathe any amount of tobacco smoke. Myth number 2. The little bit of smoke that my kids get doesn't hurt them. Fact. Don't smoke or let others smoke around your children. They can get bronchitis, pneumonia, and ear infections from smoke. It only takes just 5 minutes of exposure for their risks of disease to increase. Thank you all for attending this tobacco education class. We hope you learned something new and feel empowered to protect yourself and your family from the dangers of second and third-hand smoke.